2, 1, and we should be back live streaming.
Hopefully we can rescue this one like you did last time.
Yeah.
Why is it always me that gets cut off in the middle?
It's not always you,
Do you know what it is? Honestly, it was for the solo. It was the solo thing.
Oh,
yeah. Matt just couldn't handle you slagging off solo, so it's just.
I thought it was his hypothetical slap that he couldn't do on screen, so he just said, "Let's crash this."
No, I can upgrade my PC for about 250 at the minimum, and I think that would stop the issues that I'm having. Because my motherboard and processor are about 9 years old at this point.
Gotta invest in the show, man.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Let's see if anybody else is gonna give me money to do this. So anyway,
who was the main star of Solo? Because you're probably the only person who likes that film. So maybe you could ask him for chuck you some of his royalty money.
Right.
Because I can't even remember who that actor was.
I don't know who it is either, to be honest with you.
Something like that. I don't know what his first name is. The last name's Arrington, and he does not look like Solo. There's some other guy that looked much more like Han Solo that should have been in the role. Can't remember his name either. He was in Baby Driver.
All right.
Whoever the lead
Kevin
actor.
Spacey.
No, the lead actor. Not the
Jamie Foxx.
Oh Jesus.
Let's go on to the second topic that we had.
Who else was in Baby Driver?
I'll Google it.
I've never seen the
movie. Go to the
movie.
next topic. I'll Google it.
Keith, you want to intro?
Right. So topic 2, and hopefully speed through this shit because I need to be off in say like 6 minutes. Refer a friend. What was the last game we referred to a friend? Did they actually play it? Did they actually enjoy it? So for me, I referred a friend to avid Fortnite player to Apex Legends, and they are apexing their legend on a regular basis now, judging by the trophy list that I see coming up. So it's I don't know why it seems to have clicked, because originally he said he didn't like it very much, as I said on the show, and it's gone, Apex Legends. Every time I'm online, it's like, do you want to play some Apex?
Nice.
But that was the last time I referred a friend, and it actually worked out well. And we've played some matches. Haven't played any games since we've moved to this freaking noisy shithole. Right, so that's enough from me.
I honestly don't think that I've referred any games recently, but I have had The Witcher 3 referred to me on several occasions. So much so that my friend actually bought it for me for a birthday present. And I felt bad because I've since traded that game in.
I talk about that almost every time on Podcast Reload that I have returned Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get through it. And I do have it downloaded on PlayStation. And I tried again, and I stopped.
The combat is just so bad in that game.
Again. I couldn't. Evan's going to kill you. Evan loves that game.
Yeah, but he agrees on the combat. He's like, well, it takes you like 10 hours to get good at it, you know?
Yeah, he said like the first 10 hours is merely unplayable of how dense that thing is, and it just throws you in it. And I know he agrees. So he didn't feel as bad when I said I gave it away. But for me, I recommended a game. They haven't finished it yet, so I recommended God of War, and he just hasn't had time to get to it. It's a side thing because I can tell you in private later, but he just hasn't had time to get to it. He's been playing it, he's been enjoying it, but he recommended Celeste to me, and I finished it, and I think it's good. I don't understand what the hype of it all was about. I think it's a very well made platformer, and I think the story is pretty well done. I think there is a couple really memorable moments in that game that happens that I probably will remember, of a certain mechanic or whatever I want to call it.
Okay.
But I don't.
What about the premise and the story? Did that grab you as much as people were kind of saying?
It didn't. I don't think it did. But I think there were a couple moments where I went, oh, this is very different. An example is when she's dealing with her anxiety, there's a moment where she has to learn to breathe and to calm herself down to help control her anxiety. And you're kind of doing the breathing with her in a creative way. And I think that's really well done and really cleverly done.
Matt doesn't care. We've learned from this show, Matt doesn't care about anxiety or stress or anything. So just he thinks people who work in the games industry should just shut up and swallow it. Get on with it. Make the game. It doesn't matter if you're doing 70-hour weeks and you're not getting fair remuneration and time off and sick pay. And
it builds character.
You knew what you were getting into.
Builds character. But yeah,
they could be in the character building department of the game, Matthew. Even those people. Was Final Fantasy VII made that way? No, it wasn't.
It might have been. You don't know. We don't have Jason Schreier reporting on games in '97.
But yeah, that's mine. I think the thing that might be hurting it a little bit for me is I've been playing it Switch in handheld mode, so the Joy-Cons, the actual like stick on that controller is not as precise, and this is a very precise game in regards to your movement and jumping, and so I think that has not helped in the control department, that I have to try it docked to really give it a better evaluation.
Have you got Pro Controller?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I bought it day one because I didn't want that Joy-Con crap. I need no joy in that con.
There's no joy in the con. There's flops in the box. How many flops are in a Joy-Con?
I want to chuck that Joy-Con like book. Or no, there's a thing on Netflix about this lady that goes through your house to like help people that have order type lives.
Yes.
I forgot her name. She's Japanese.
Mary
Kondo.
Yes, Kondo. And she goes, you hold it, and if it gives you no joy, you throw it. And I hold the Joy-Con, and I just think, no joy, and I throw it.
Matt loves his HD Rumble.
I actually do. I think there's the
HD Rumble's well done.
Yeah,
yes, I will say the Rumble is really well done on that Joy-Con. There's some moments where it truly feels like there is a single like ball or something. It feels like there's an actual object in there sometimes when you're shaking something, like when I'm playing Mario Party. That's insane. It is a great controller for Mario Party. I will admit that. But to answer your question for solo, so that actor that does solo currently, who shouldn't have done it, was Alden Ehrenreich or whatever. And then the person I think that should have been solo, and you can Google his picture, he looks exactly like Han Solo, is Ansel Elgort.
Okay.
He looks so much. If you look at his IMDb picture, it's like Han Solo right there. Young Han Solo.
All right.
He looks so much like him. It's crazy. And yeah, you can like make up that dimple out of his chin so it doesn't look like he has a dimple there.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Ha ha.
Interesting.
Got one. I converted one.
There's that one picture. That one.
Just go on IMDb. It's his first.
If you didn't have the iPod headphone in, that would kind of be, he could be sat on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Right on the revelation that Matt is wrong, and everything that he knows about Star Wars. I think we should call it.
Yeah, I think we should head out, and that will be episode X of the Beerumverate. Thanks for joining us.